Okay, so the first topic for this afternoon session, again, we will be hearing from IKEA Philippines, and they will be sharing how they are now providing a livelihood for disadvantaged communities. Everybody, a round of applause for the Inspiration and Communication Manager of IKEA Philippines, Ms. Jasmin Cruz.
IKEA Philippines. IKEA is a global home furnishing brand from Sweden, and our organization is called Ikano Retail. And we are the retailing partner of IKEA in the Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, and Mexico. Sustainability is the sum of the things that we do to enable business to realize the IKEA vision, and that is to create a better everyday life for the people and the planet. And our world is rapidly changing. We have identified major challenges that are highly relevant to our business: climate change, unsustainable consumption, and inequality. All three challenges directly impact the people's wealth, health, and well-being. To create a better everyday life for the many and to ensure the success of IKEA in the future, we must take on these challenges and we face it together. Climate change remains a reality, and current efforts are not enough. As temperatures rise, the urgency to act is very clear. By 2030, the global population is expected to reach by 8.6 billion. This means that more and more people will look for a chance for a better life. In a world that already uses resources requiring more than one planet, billions of new consumers put an even greater pressure on the planet. In many parts of the world, consumption is growing at an unsustainable rate. And while many people are escaping poverty, many also lack access to affordable and healthy food. A growing population puts pressure on the use of resources, and at the same time, many lack access to healthy food and environment. Many people are escaping poverty every year, but inequality is increasing. Every year, people move out of poverty while others tragically fall back into it. There's also an ever-increasing level of inequality in the world, with a widening gap between the wealthiest in the society and the rest. In the Philippines, according to ATB data, 18.1% of Filipinos lived below poverty line in 2021. Struggling to fulfill the basic needs like health, education, and access to water and sanitation, with children and young people at the highest level of risk. But we are very optimistic about the future. We believe that over time, more and more people can and will have a better everyday life. From our own history, we know that what first seemed to be like challenges can become opportunities, and that limitations can actually lead to more innovations. To create a better everyday life for the many people, again, that is the IKEA vision. But how do we do that? What is our plan? Our sustainability strategy covers three main areas that we commit to achieve by 2030. That includes healthy and sustainable living. We want to inspire and enable more than 1 billion people to live a better everyday life within the boundaries of the planet. Circular and climate positive. Become climate positive and regenerate resources while growing the IKEA business. Fair and equal. Create a positive social impact for everyone across the value chain. For this afternoon, I would like to share more about IKEA Philippines' actions towards our fair and equal agenda. By 2030, we will make our workplaces a leading example of diversity and create positive impact in our communities. Positive impact in our community that goes beyond charity. We are going beyond charity to connect to our communities and create transformational impact, a decent work for disadvantaged people. Next slide, please. At IKEA Philippines, this story started with our business need: sewing services at IKEA Pasay City. Normally, this business need can be fulfilled by a regular business entity. So we go to our procurement team, we ask them, we have this business requirement, we want to have a vendor, and the process goes on. But in the Philippines, we went to a different route. We are opening a huge store in the country, and we have a need for sewing service. How do we create a bigger impact given this business need? How can we leverage on that? Our answer, to engage with a social enterprise. In 2018, we started searching for a social enterprise that can fulfill that business need, and along came Rags to Riches. Rags to Riches is a fashion and design powerhouse empowering community artisans from the Philippines. R2R's mission began in Payatas, in one of the Philippines' largest urban poor communities, home to 500,000 people and numerous informal cottage industries. Among them are women living by scavenging through dump sites for scrap pieces of fabric that they would turn into handcrafted bags, rags. Yeah. Over time, middlemen came to control and exploit the industry, leading weavers with low wages for only 12 to 16 pesos per finished product. Going back to the old slide, please. So Rags to Riches began providing these artisans with access to the market and as well as be giving them additional skills-based financial and health training. More than livelihood skills, R2R gave this artisans financial literacy, which is very vital in going out of the poverty cycle. This photo tells a lot of stories as how women would want to really create additional income while taking care of the family. If you see the artisan here is weaving cloth while taking care of the child. Next slide, please. So after 2 years of discussion, due diligence, and quality checks, IKEA Philippines formally engaged Rags to Riches. Artisans were trained to equip them with necessary skills to produce with what is required of the quality and product that is needed by IKEA Pasay City. The objective is to give dignity to what they do and to empower them. They are good at what they do, and they earn income from it. They are supporting a business need of a certain company, and that company is IKEA. So in 2021, IKEA Pasay City opens in the Philippines, and so is the sewing studio operated by R2R. Next slide, please. There. So from 2021 until today, R2R artisans are doing these services to IKEA customers. Next slide. Curtains, sofa cover, bed runners, pillowcases, alteration, embroidery, upcycled articles. So if you want to have these products in your home, you can just go to IKEA Pasay City and look for the R2R Sewing Studio at the 3rd level of IKEA Pasay City. They're also supporting the textile projects of the store and upcycling IKEA products for promotions. Next slide. And right now, the artisans are also able to share their skills to other IKEA coworkers. It's also opening more possibilities to engage them in other sustainability efforts of the IKEA business. So this one is an effort to reduce waste of our opening billboard and IKEA upcycled bags from the billboard. They're also currently upcycling the old coworker uniforms to their signature weaved bags. So where are we today with our partnership with Rags to Riches? From 2021, R2R have generated over 7 million in total revenues from IKEA Sewing Studio and other business requirements, and more than 2,000 IKEA customers were served. We have recycled more than 4,000 kilos of scrap fabric, which would have been otherwise gone to landfill. And 250,000 families are currently being impacted by R2R business inside IKEA Pasay City. A lasting impact because the social enterprise is integrated to the IKEA business. There is a direct link between the operations of IKEA Pasay City, the customer need, and the social enterprise. As we grow our business, R2R grows and they become more sustainable. They also become self-sustaining and more artisans are being impacted. By 2030, IKEA aims to create a fair and equal society that benefits the many. We plan to grow the IKEA business in an even more inclusive way, respecting and encouraging diversity, and promoting decent and meaningful work across the value chain, enabling people to provide a good life for themselves and for their families. Being inclusive is both engaging with others in the work that they do and let others participate in our work. So let me end with a quick video that also summarizes the continuing story of IKEA and Rags to Riches.
At IKEA Pasay City, we offer a wide range of textiles, from fabrics, cushion cover, curtains, blankets, and sheets, among others. As our customers purchase our textile range, there's the need of complementary service, such as sewing service, enabling them to use, customize, personalize their IKEA textile. With that customer need, we opened a sewing service studio inside IKEA Pasay City. Our customer can avail of affordable textile customization services that includes curtains, alterations, sofa and pillow cover, personalized articles, and more. Customers may also ask to upcycle their excess fabric to create small bag, coin pouch, or card holder, minimizing fabric waste. To avail of the service, customers need to visit the textile area, choose the textile they need, pay for the textile, and proceed to the sewing studio. Our artisans will gladly assist them based on their needs.
What is unique about IKEA Pasay City Sewing Service is that we partnered with a social enterprise called Rags to Riches, or R2R. R2R was established in the Philippines in 2007. It employs individuals, primarily mothers and fathers, from disadvantaged communities whose former livelihood was scavenging. R2R trains these mothers and fathers to become sewing artisans, enabling them to provide quality sewing services to customers. R2R also provide financial literacy to their artisans to sustainably bring them out of poverty. With the R2R artisans, we are able to provide affordable and quality sewing service to IKEA Pasay City customers, while opening more doors for a better everyday life to the artisans' families. Currently, R2R sewing service at IKEA Pasay City have generated 6.7 million revenues, served more than 20,000 customers, recycled more than 4,000 kilos of excess fabrics, and supported 250 families in urban poor communities.
In the future, we want to further collaborate with R2R to produce upcycled products from excess IKEA fabrics. This will open more jobs opportunities in the disadvantaged communities and reduce textile waste, aligning with our circularity and fair and equal agenda. Rags to Riches sewing service at IKEA Pasay City enabled IKEA Philippines to solve our business needs by providing quality and affordable complementary sewing service for our customers. It has also enabled us to be a good neighbor in Metro Manila, opening livelihood opportunities for the many. Our home furnishing business, together with our customers and our community, enabling a more sustainable future.
Yep. So all of us working together to develop a more sustainable business, we are very lucky because we have an opportunity to bring home stories that will make the next generation proud. The next generations count on us to make this happen, and the future is in our hands. But most things remain to be done. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Jasmine. Okay, I do have a question, ma'am.
Okay.
First of all, it's IKEA pala. Everybody says IKEA. I don't know, I've been saying IKEA for... has anybody made the same mistake, right? Parang parang kala ko talaga IKEA. Tapos nung nagsalita ka na, ma'am, I was like, IKEA.
Actually, wala naman.
Walang tama. Walang mali.
If
Okay.
you just want to say na sa Europe ko nakilala yung brand, you say IKEA.
Okay.
No, it's a joke. But IKEA stands for Ingvar Kamprad Emtarid Agunarid. So the name of the founder and the place where he grew up.
Oh, now we know. Okay. Ma'am, it's very interesting that you've chosen Rags to Riches because they've been around for quite a while, really, in the Philippines. But how does, because IKEA started in Sweden, right? So on a global scale, how does IKEA Sweden support initiatives like this across all other countries? Or is this like exclusive to the Philippines na may ganitong angle? Parang kailangan bang sobrang ipa-approve yung mga ganong mga things?
Yes, so there are global initiatives and there are local initiatives. But when we do have local initiatives, it has to go through the global standards. So that's why I mentioned earlier, 2 years of due diligence, quality checks, and a lot of back and forth sa discussion. So it's not like we want to go to the Philippines, we want to say na, we're a good neighbor. Kuha kami ng social enterprise and then we let them go to IKEA. It doesn't happen like that. We also have to check the quality of work. That's why, that's what we want to do. Parang we want to give dignity to what the people do. It's not like a charity that we chose them. They really do good job. That's why, they were integrated into the business.
Okay, so it was really, you had to kind of, you had an existing pool of parang candidates na ito yung
Yes.
mga papagpilian. And then eventually, you went with Rags to Riches. And this is a partnership that we can look forward to just seeing continue to grow, right?
Yeah, so when we engaged R2R, we didn't look for one time lang. We really want them to grow with us. That's why the business integration is very crucial to us. We want them to be self-sustaining. By the way, we are not charging them with any like rental cost or something. So all the profit goes to R2R so that it can go directly to the artisans.
Are there other, because I know when you shop in IKEA, you purchase the eco bag or you bring your own. Are there other efforts that the company does to make it more sustainable? Or are you planning to roll out certain things this coming next year actually, to make the company even more sustainable?
So when it comes to other sustainability efforts, these are all ongoing. So for example, we try to lower the price of our sustainability products like waste sorting bins, LED lights, so that more and more people can afford them. And more people will demand for them. Then we bring volume, then we can get the prices lower as well. But on all other community engagement, right now we have soft toy donation drive for Better World in Tondo and Smoky Mountain. So for every purchase of IKEA soft toy, 50 pesos goes to the community, which we're also engaging long term. Recently, we had this same action when there was a typhoon. So as much as possible, we try to bring our range into our sustainability actions. But at least doon tumatahi yung business.
So there are, like Ms. Jasmine shared to us, that soft toy product, a percentage goes to. So can we expect to see more of that from IKEA?
Yes, we will continue doing that. And as we continue doing that, we try to engage with communities long term. Hindi lang kami pipili, okay, susunod yung organization mo naman
Yes,
and then matapos na kami
yes.
sa'yo. We really want to engage at least 3 years and see changes in, for example, if you're supporting children, really see changes to the children or the livelihood or the community before we go out.
My last question for you, ma'am, because it's a rare title, Inspiration and Communications Manager, right? What is your, how did that, what is the scope of that kind of job description? Like Inspiration and Communications Manager. It is very outside facing. It's very IKEA to the world, right? But I want to know also, what would be your personal sustainability dreams for IKEA and yourself?
My personal sustainability dream for IKEA and for myself is to really see that sustainability is highly affordable and accessible to the many. Parang sa ngayon, hindi ko pa siya personally, maybe other people have different opinion, but I can't say na gano'n na siya sustainability is really affordable and accessible now. Parang I will be insensitive if I say that to you kasi we still have a lot of population that cannot really afford sustainability yet. But I think if more and more companies work towards sustainable actions, more and more individuals demand for sustainable products, then sana in the very near future. Actually, we have an example there. I think around 2017, 2018, we were looking for FSC certified paper. Kasi mandatory sa IKEA that you only use FSC certified paper. So we were looking for vendors. Wala kami halos makita. Very few. And when we found them, they are expensive because very few companies are demanding for FSC certified paper. Imagine if more and more companies will demand for such. So vendors will then bring in volume and then prices goes lower and then we can all have accessible and affordable, sustainable products.
Okay, everybody, a round of applause for Ms. Jasmin Cruz. Thank you very, very much, ma'am.